Yes, it's that guy again. Oh, look, I have the SVXY beard going too. Sorry, the UVXY beard. Oh, whatever beard you want to call it. Hey, good afternoon, everybody there on YouTube. It's this guy again. I'm trying to take back. Dave Portnoy doesn't want to respond to my text either. I hear the guy from Barstool Sports wants to be a day trader. Meanwhile, he's blowing through 200 grand a day. Dave, reach out to me, man. I'll help you lose only 10 grand a day. It'll be fantastic. But trading's become excessively boring and redundant, which is good, because if that boring and redundant trade continuously works, then you're going to be all right. So today is the Gregory Mannarino challenge. Again, let's start with Greg. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time when there was just me and Oscar Carboni and the day trading rock star, he calls himself, who's an awesome dude. And I'll never say anything negative about that guy. Nicest dude. Again, I don't say anything unpleasant about what's his name? Tim Sykes. I like that dude. I have nothing negative about it, but what I do have something negative about is that nobody wants to take this idiot up on a challenge. Me calling myself an idiot. I'm an idiot. What do I know about trading? But I'm willing to put up money to challenge anybody out there to see who the best trader on YouTube is. I still think it's me. I'm the only one that gives out free trials to come and see what I do. I'm the only one. Again, there's a guy, I offered him $10,000. Right? He wants $699 a month for his room. So I was like, here, give me a month for free and I will sign up 10 other people on your room. So basically, I offered him $8,000. And he said, no, just come to the room. Save your money. Come to the room. Pay for a month and you'll make that money. I'm like, no, that's not what I want. I'll sign up me and 8 of my cousins and we'll never show up and you can keep the money. Just give me 2 weeks free to see what you can do. And I got denied. Tim Sykes, he's only a clown in real life and in fake life. He's actually a nice guy. Jason Bond, I don't know what his story is. Again, I know he has 3 chat rooms. I don't know how he gets away with that, with the pump and dumps and all that stuff. But here's what we're talking about. Let's go back to the Gregory Mannarino. And I apologize for ever making that video. Somebody told me, somebody told me, and I'm being serious here. Somebody told me that Greg Mannarino was on suicide watch and that he's very, very frail. He's got a thin skin and that I should, make a video where I'm a little bit apologetic and sympathetic to his plight of being such a moron. Now, again, I don't know the guy from Adam. I hear he's not a real trader. Who wears a suit and tie to make a YouTube video? I mean, the guy gets dressed up to make YouTube videos. That checks one of the boxes right there, right? Look, I cleaned up stuff for you. Does he give away free stuff? Look, we're giving away free gift cards. If anybody comes to the site today, I'm doing that show. We'll be giving out free shit tomorrow. I can get to the post office, $10 gift, $10 iTunes cards. I think these still work. But the point is, to the Greg Mannarino people, right? The reason you're all morons, right? And I see people still responding to that video from 2011 about how he was right about the crash. No, he wasn't. Every reason he gave, and I'm being completely serious now, and I'm trying to say this in a, what am I seeing? And again, I understand. People look at Trump and they love him. I look at him and I think douchebag, right? I get it. People don't like people because of what they look like. People don't like people for one comment. I could say one comment and I'll lose somebody forever, like Gail. Gail, there was a woman in our chat room back in the day, and every morning I would say, you guys realize the market's not going down today. And she said, you have to stop saying that. It's criminally negligent to keep saying the market's not going to go down. But Gail, it was 5 years where the market never went down. So I was right? What's criminally negligent is using the word imminent. All right. So in 2011, in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, so for 7 or 8 years, the guy used the word imminent. And that's where I got upset. If you're calling for an imminent crash, you have to assume what is being implied there is that he's shorting, right? If I said there's an imminent crash, which I did say there was an imminent crash on February 20th, and I reiterated it on the 24th, and then we did actually crash. See, there's the difference. I used the word imminent, and it actually worked. So if you guys want to keep coming to his defense, let's have a reasonable conversation about it. I want to know. Look, I speak to my cousin all the time, and she's fascinated by Trump, and there's nothing you could do about it. And that's where the discussion ends. I look at him, I say, douchebag. She says, he's trying his best. What can you do? Yeah, he doesn't speak too well, but you got to respect the president. And there's no way I'm going to challenge that. There's no way I'm going to do it. But when you're talking about the stock market, there's a black and white end of the discussion. You're wrong. If you were shorting from 2011 up until February 24th, you've been wrong. Now, there's no way that you could have been legitimately shorting the market and buying silver and gold and staying solvent, or you could not have possibly been making any money. But these guys want to continuously defend Gregory Mannarino, and they want to continue posting stuff about how he got it right. Because again, I still get these comments from this video about how right he was, and how I love the one, this video didn't age well. This video didn't age well. Fuck you. What didn't age well? The fact that I said Gregory Mannarino is wrong and the market's going to rally to Dow 20,000, because that was prior to Dow 20,000. I got that right. And then I said the Qs were going to go to 250. Sorry, first it was 185. And then I raised my target to 250. We got to 237. So I was basically right there. But remember, on February 20th, I said there's an imminent crash coming, and I was right again. So let's forget about the past. You guys want to sit there and talk about the end of the world and the doomsday and what this market might come out, we might roll over and crash again. You can't say imminent. That's why I have a problem with these fraudsters who use the word fraud. They come after these stocks. You know they're short the stock, right? And then they come on TV and they call a stock a fraud, and the stock tanks. And then people want to know, how come it bounces back the next day? Because the fraudster, the Citrons and the Muddy Waters, and yeah, they can get it right on the LK, going out on a limb thinking a coffee company in China is a fraud, not really going out on a limb. But you're going to get it right once in a while, but you can't just throw the word fraud out there, because that's what I learned was that's illegal. You can't use that word, specifically that word, without real proof. But it goes on all the time. This industry sucks. If I was to commit a crime, they'll be knocking on the door, taking me away or fining me. But if I have some money and I'm an analyst, or I work for a powerful company, I could say whatever I want, because I got lawyers, and we could pick through how I use the word if, I believe. You put an if or an I believe in front of anything, it voids out anything. We believe it's a fraud, even though we're not allowed to use the word fraud. I just said I believe it's a fraud. It could be a fraud. I'm not sure if it's a fraud. Maybe it is a fraud. Could be a fraud. Then the stock tanks. We cash out. And next thing you know, we've made money, and who cares what happens next? We've already made our money, right? But what we try to do here, in my world here, I wake up every morning, unless I'm having some sort of anxiety attack over the last couple of weeks. I had another one yesterday. I don't know. I sleep. But you know what? I feel much better now. I got to sleep. Every 3 weeks, I've had to sleep for like 17 hours. And yesterday, I just had an annoying headache. I think it's the Greg Mannarino headache. Because you idiots, right? I'm sorry. I don't want to use bad words because that it diminishes this conversation. I'm trying so hard, Ringo, to be the shepherd. I'm trying real hard. I'm trying real hard to understand where the affinity comes from, the fascination to someone who's been consistently wrong for what seems like now a decade. You're wrong about silver. It's still not even back into the 20s. You're wrong about gold. It never went to 5,000. And you certainly were wrong about the market. So now I see these comments about how my commentary didn't age well. Sure it did. I was calling Greg a fraud, and everything he was saying was wrong, and it was wrong. The market finally crashed because of again, we're not going to call it a fake pandemic, but again, we're going to, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, this whole thing will be a blip on the radar, and we'll just chalk it up as to another bullshit move by the Illuminati to transfer wealth from the 1% or the 2% out of the hands of everybody else into their hands. And that's what happened so far again. Set the world on fire, panic everybody through the media. CNBC still running. CNBC is still running market in turmoil specials. I'm not seeing any turmoil. It's been 4 weeks now. We are not in turmoil. The VIX popped and it crashed. The UVXY is still elevated. I agree. But is it anywhere near 135? 115? 100? You can't even get this thing. What did it go to yesterday? 58, 59? Come on now. So my challenge here is, if you're such a great trader, put up some money and let's come up with some parameters. I'm going to take you out one by one by one. I'm not the best trader, but I can do stuff. I could consistently come up with winners. We don't even have to put money on the line. Let's see what you could do live. Give me some ideas. I've had 3 ideas today, 4 ideas, 3 out of 4 worked, right? Do that. Show me that. And again, one by one, I want to expose. Now, again, I'm not going to convince you Gregory Mannarino fans to become a fan of mine. But what if I told you I was building a bomb shelter in my backyard? Does that float your boat? I am a doomsdayer. So if you love him because he's a doomsdayer, I got a bomb shelter in my backyard. I'm fully strapped. I got guns, tasers, shotguns, pistols, and I'm getting more. Does that make you feel better? I own silver. Hey, you want to have some silver porn? I've got a gun in my drawer just in case somebody shows up. I shouldn't show guns on the internet, but anybody shows up at my house. Sigga bang, bang. All right, boom. Probably shouldn't show you that. I am a doomsday prepper, but I'm not going to ignore a market that's telling me to do what you need to do. And that is ignore everything you think. The guy that says he's outsmarting the market is lying to you. I'm not outsmarting the market. I'm doing exactly what the market tells me to do. Every trade where I thought I was onto something, I've lost money. every time. We went through the list yesterday. Leapfrog, right? Leapfrog. Spending $20, $30 on toys for my infant kids. Buying books with interactive this is that. I'm spending thousands of dollars on Leapfrog products. What happens? They go out of business. You like the silver corn? You want to see more silver? I got silver up my ass. Literally, I'm sitting on one right now. Yeah. I'm buying more silver. I love it. I freaking love silver coins. I'm buying peace dollars. I could go on and on and on. But I don't want to hear that this guy's been right about anything. And I also don't want to hear the fact that, oh, he's got a service where so then he's a fraud. So there's the other defense, right? That he's saying one thing on the videos, but doing something else. So that is a fraud. That's a crime. You get it? The whole thing he rallies against, how the government's corrupt, and wow, there's a big statement. We know it's corrupt. You ain't enlightening anybody here. But imminent crash for 9 years, you're wrong. You were wrong. And how's that short position working out for you right now, right? I bet you stayed short the whole time, right? I bet you stayed short the whole time, right? Because you'd be broke as shit right now. I bet you stay short some Microsoft from 135. You're still short the Qs from 161. You're still short the diamonds from 1880. So let's see what you got. I'll put up, I know you like silver. I don't know, here you go. What are these worth? These are worth about $15, $20 each. I don't know, I'll give you 500 of these. I'll go get a 10-ounce brick for you and bang it over your head. You're wrong. So one by one, I'm going to take every single one of you out. But you know what? Nobody steps to me. You know why nobody steps to me? Because they know I'm right. You're scared. Now, I hope some of you guys go chirping to Gregory Mannarino because it's not about the person, right? And you guys don't know, I'm a very shy, reclusive kind of guy. I make these videos, I yell and I scream, and then I go back and I say nothing. I'm a very quiet guy. I'm shy, I'm introverted. I never talk to anybody at parties. I sit in a corner. You don't know how these people are in real life. But if you're going to perpetuate, because no matter what you're doing, either you're lying or you're a fraud or both, right? Because hear me out. Let's go through those concepts again. You've been saying the market's doomed since 2011. You're wrong, right? But then there's the service. Oh, everything he does is for free. You can't complain. Everything he does is for free. Everything he does is for free. Is it? Is it? Remember when he tried to charge for the YouTube show, he lost everybody. He's like, well, I better not charge for it, right? Is free advice that sucks worth anything? See, what I do is I give free advice for a month because not 2 days. Anybody can be right for 2 days. Anybody can be right for a good week. You have a good week. Hang with me and my guys. Solid Jello, and he's not right about everything either. But again, we're not here to be right. We're here to set it up for you, to show you these trades that consistently work, like DAL short yesterday, like Pulte Homes today a couple of times around the VWAP traded, like buying Netflix today when it broke prior day highs. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But if you hang with me for 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to get a full indication of what to expect for the rest of your life. And it's good stuff because you're going to learn what these trades are. And I'm not going to be having to sit there and spoon feed them you. Because if you want to be spoon fed, go sign up for Jason Bond. Go sign up for the Jason Bond alerts right now. I'm promoting Jason Bond. Tell me how you do. Tell me how you do. But we're not here to talk about it. We'll go one by one. One by one. I'm going to conquer YouTube again. One by one. So going back to that whole thing we had about yesterday, why am I not a billionaire? Because every trade that I ever did other than the reversal has failed. And it's taken me all this time to realize I'm now the messiah of reversals. That's it. You're not going to get me to make any commentary. Sure, I love Halliburton. And I be a $12.50 stock. I'm not going to put my life savings on it. But if everybody's so great at this, right? Everybody's so awesome. How come nobody's ringing my bell to challenge me? I put up 10 grand to the guy with fishing pole. I offered $100,000 to Jason Bond. You know why he won't take the challenge? Because I want his entire client base. I want, if I take Jason Bond in a contest, 100 grand. He gets cash from me. But if he fails, he needs to shut down his channel, admit he was a fraud, and send me all of his clients, and they all have to sign up for my service. And he also has to work for me for about 6 months, helping me take all his clients. That's what I want from Jason Bond. He would never accept that challenge. Nobody would accept the challenge. And guys, listen, I could have a bad month and you could win, right? I'm not the best trader in the world. I suck, really. I just got stopped out of Netflix. Should have sold it. Just sacrificed 8 points on my trade. Bottom line is that we teach people how to trade a specific setup, and it works. The catch is you have to only do that trade, and you have to do them all, right? Remember, imagine me being a pick service, right? 3 out of those 4 trades show up, right? And you consistently pick that 4th one that never works. We're making money because we did all 4. You keep picking the one that doesn't work. Whose fault is it? It's still my fault that I gave you that idea. But it's your fault that you didn't take the other 3. Right? That's why I never wanted to be a pick service. Because then it doesn't matter. I'm always to blame, even though it's probably going to be your fault. Like yesterday. I lost money yesterday because the biggest trade I took was a massive amount of SVXY because I thought the UVXY would roll over, and it didn't. And I got smoked. But every other trade I did was a winner. And here's the best part. When I got crushed on the SVXY trade, I wasn't even live in my chat room. So nobody even lost money on that trade. They only made money on the other trades. And why was SVXY? I was just taking a shot. I was like, market up on SVXY. Let me buy it here at 30. But here's the thing, Nate. It's a good question. Somebody wants to know, are we only doing short-term intraday trades? We are. But these intraday reversals, like the Halliburton, usually do what Halliburton has now done. When you get an earnings reversal and you're in a market that's not crash or rally, or it's either crash or rip your face off, it's hard to want to stay in an overnight. But Halliburton is exactly what we try to do. Halliburton goes green, earnings reversal at 687. You get paid. Stock gets to 750. Wow. You're having a great time. Gets to 8, pulls back. You know that it just reversed. Oil went to 0. Halliburton still stayed strong. So you stick around with some Halliburton. And next thing you know, you're getting another $1.30 out of a trade. And that's a massive number. $1.30 on an $8 stock is awesome. Thought I had more of those in here. So anyway, so you silver guys, I've been on the internet trying to find 1 ounce bars of silver. I can't find any. I mean, the 1 ounce, just the 1 ounce bars that I was buying, I have them down in my safe. I'm not going to go get them. But I cannot find a 1 ounce bar of silver right now for less than like $32. What gives? Is there a shortage of silver? What's up? You know, I'm paying, I saw a 20 for Silver Eagles for 24 and the 1 ounce bar. I mean, I got to go check again. I might have been looking at the wrong stuff, but I went to the, you know what, the AmpX, what is it, ampx.com, looking for 1 ounce bars. Silver. $23 for the Tigers. I just want my little 1OZs. Let's go. Silver. I don't want no Royal. Where is it? Bars, silver bars by weight. Wham. One ounce silver bars. I got alerts, pre-sales, nothing to buy. There's nothing for sale. But anyway, it's going back to what we're doing here, right? And guys, listen, tonight, it does. It works on, that's why the multi-day VWAP works on a lot of different levels. It gives you the intraday. If you get through the 1 minute, you get a reversal, and you get through the multi-day, that's when your swing trade becomes a swing trade. And it's really fascinating stuff. I'm going to try to go through it as best I can for an hour today at 4 o'clock. So here, do me a favor, sign up for this thing. They're busting my balls because I didn't get enough people to sign up. And I said, everybody signed up last time. Why do they have to sign up again? I don't know. They just want people to keep signing up. The emails are all redundant at this point. Wealth. Hang on a second. But going back to silver, I've been buying the 1922 peace dollars and 23. I figured they might just increase in value when they become 100 years old. I think that's kind of cool, having a 100-year-old silver coin. I got some Morgans too, which are cool, but I like the peace dollars. Check this out. Wham. So here, go here, sign up, put under every 6, you get 9, I have 19 email addresses. Use all 19 email addresses. And then unsubscribe. But nobody wants to challenge me. How about we just make it a friendly contest? Who's better? Go live. We'll go on Zoom. And let's see. Just come up with some ideas. See what you got. So I'd like to see you stay short. I'd like to see you try to stay short for more than a day in this market right now. It's not working. Me. I teach anything. There's no such thing as a good swing trading method. There is no such thing. There's no such thing as there's no such thing. Nobody can swing trade. Swing trading is basically, to use my man Dan the man, swing trading is all luck. Because once you take it overnight, everything that you've learned, everything that you know, everything that you can control is done. Halliburton looks awesome. Halliburton breaking over the multi-day VWAP. Halliburton, no brainer, holding it overnight, making it into a swing trade. But then what if the guy from Halliburton goes to jail for conspiracy to manipulate the market, blah, 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 and Halliburton opens up at $2? Does that make you wrong? Does that make me wrong? No, it makes you unlucky. Swing trading is all luck. There's the skill to find the idea today. It looks great. You get everything you need. I can teach you everything you need to know about swing trading. Everything. The multi-day VWAP. The volume into the close. Staying above prior levels from the prior day gives you an indication of whether or not it should be a swing trade. Whether or not the company is obviously coming out with earnings in the next day or two should influence whether or not you're putting a swing. I teach you everything there is to know about everything. Does that make swing trading a good idea? No. Because no matter what you think, tonight could be absolutely different tomorrow morning. And we'll see. Halliburton. That's my swing trade, right? What do I have? I've got, what do I got now? I don't even know what I own at this point. I got Halliburton, PCG, Space, and I'm shorting the SQQ options because I think they're overvalued. That's what I've been doing. So Halliburton, in the next 638 days, I don't know if that's I don't think if that's a swing trade or not, but somewhere between today and the next 638 days, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Halliburton gets to 1250. Like the guy that bought it at $9, and that's why I'm talking about Halliburton so much today. I got an email. I know you were only joking. You didn't put your life savings into Halliburton at $9 that day. But now if you did, you're only down 19 cents. So bully, right? We're almost back. Remember, swing trading is usually a day trade that's gone wrong. Well, I bought this XYZ here at $28 and now it's at $27.30. I'm down $600. Well, I guess I'll hold on to it. Now it's a swing trade. That's swing trade. Exactly. I like that Liberty. Yeah, I love those Liberty $half. I like the walking Liberty stuff. I got stuff up here. I got all kinds of stuff, man. What do I have up here? These are just the plus I have a dumb fascination from 1976. I've been buying I can't get enough of these. I've got about 10,000 1976 quarters. I just, with the stupid drummer boy, but that's another story. Yeah, the Liberty pieces, 1923s. I've been buying 22, 23s. What did I buy recently? Yeah, you got the walking, well, you can't really see it, but Yeah, shit like that. I like silver coins. Plus, I came from a world of coins and baseball cards. You guys want some baseball cards? I got a couple of Don Mattingly rookie cards I could sell you. All right, so what are we doing now? Nothing, right? That's why we're talking shit right now, because we got nothing on, because we did our trade, made a smidgen of money, and that's what we do. I think I had another thing I wanted to show you. I got a bunch of other, I don't know. I don't know. I used to, when I was a kid, the reason I liked the stock market is I used to be a baseball card coin. I used to go to the baseball card coin shows. Same kind of thing. You speculate on players and that kind of thing. The player does well, the price of the card went up, you sold into the move. You know, I don't know what happened to the Maestro. The Maestro got banned from YouTube. If anyone's getting banned from YouTube, it should have been me. You know what? I'm so insignificant that I don't even get banned. Like, I'm so low on the algorithmic spectrum of YouTube now that I don't even really exist. I don't know how that happened. I guess the truth gets banned. So, to the guy that says you only use Greg Mannarino's name so your video will get more views. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. What's up? And to the other idiot with the Oliver Velez comment, no, Oliver Velez is a criminal. What I'm being told, again, I have to say that I don't know for a fact. I know at least 12 or 13 people that have been ripped off by the guy. I'm not sure. They could be lying. I don't want to get sued by libel or slander. And again, inevitably, time will tell, right? If someone's a criminal, inevitably, everybody gets burned, right? Inevitably. And the one thing I hate most about the industry is the I never get one wrong guy. All they talk about's the winner. Hey, you see that call I made? Yeah, but you made 8 more calls over the last 2 days that sucked. But all you're mentioning is the good one. No, that's not allowed. Explain how you got out of the shitty trade. What'd you do with that awful IBM thing you did? What about your terrible call in SVXY? How to manage the losers, like you're saying. The way I manage the losers, as soon as I'm losing, I'm out. My risk tolerance is at 1. Especially if it's around a VWAP trade. I get a reversal and it starts to work. Next thing you know, starts to roll back over, goes back below where I was in it, I'm out. I don't tolerate losses. That's why a lot of my trades, I'll make a little bit. The pullback happens, I'll get out of the rest, and then it makes another move. As long as I made a little bit of something, I'll be all right. But it's the guys that, you know, oh, never a loss. Never a loss, right? You never took a loss ever. Every trade. Melissa Armo, never a loss. Never had a loss. Like 20 years of all winners. The guy on the TradeNet guy, never a loss. Never a loss. Apparently, I'm the only guy that's ever taken a loss on a trade. But swing trading, yeah. Swing trading is luck. Because you don't know. Here, so for instance, right? We've been trying to, what we're calling it, the ironic trade, right? The ironic trade. What's the dumbest thing that you could think about doing right now? Buying airlines, buying cruise lines, buying hotels, and anything in hospitality, right? That's what you got to be doing. Right? There's no reason for these stocks to ever go up. But you got to see, this is, sorry, well, RCL I don't watch. I watch the CCL, right? Chops around in the morning, you get over the multi-day, you pull back to the 1 minute, you can't break down. Next thing you know, you're breaking back above the high point of the day. So the 1 minute, the multi-day refreshes the trade, and next thing you know, you're rallying. So let's talk about how stupid the market is for a second, right? Bed Bath & Beyond, right? The restructuring of the company. You know, I understand you hire some new management, you're restructuring the company, you're working it out, you're getting through some of the bad debt. You know what also helps a restructuring? Your store needs to be open. Yeah, that helps. That helps in the restructuring. Your store needs to be open. But yet, the stock is rocking. Got to buy it, right? Bed Bath & Beyond, restructuring. Carnival Cruise Lines, right? Carnival Cruise Lines, you got to be in that stock. You know why? Because there's no one on the boats. Great business plan. No one's on the boat. No one's going to be on the boat ever. Buy the stock. Buy it. It's a great plan. Six Flags, another example, right? Just now. Six Flags, send your kids off into a diseased petri dish roller coaster. Once you get on one of them water flumes, it's the Corona water flume. Ooh, I got splashed with Corona. Yay, Six Flags. Buy the stock. Go sit in one of those, pay $900 for a hamburger with the log flume coronavirus sprayed on my face. Ooh, let me get some of that. Hey, are these sporks covered with Corona too? Oh, let me lick those. Let me give it to my kid here. Got to buy stock in that company. The guy that thinks that he can outsmart the market is a scamster, fraud, charlatan. Nobody's outsmarting this market. The guy that's saying, I'm just doing what the market tells you to do and trying my best, that's the guy you want to listen to. Think I want to be sitting here all day in front of a computer? And how's the one stock that I like the most doing, right? PCG, right? What did it do? It had one good day, 1.5 good days, and now has sucked for 2 weeks. By the way, PCG, I think it actually is due to have a better day, maybe tomorrow. It usually has a good Friday every once in a while. But most stocks suck. Just play with them while they're in play, and then try to get as most as you can get out of it. Every once in a while, the stock's good enough to maybe hang on to. Not going to say I don't like Halliburton. I love the stock. I cannot see this stock getting back, again, minimum on Halliburton. Because what am I risking here, right? Now we don't even have to, you're not letting this thing go back below where it just came from. So you know $6, 605, right? The stock's at 881, right? If it breaks back under 605, it's going to 4, 2, and then to 0 probably. So the way I look at this stock right now is I'm in it. Let's say you're buying it right now at 880. 605 is your end all be all. I can give you other levels if you're less risk averse, no, risk tolerant. I always get those backwards. Right? But the way I'm looking at this thing is that this has a gap to be filled to about 1276. You got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 4 points. And that's a minimum. I'm thinking the stock gets to 1275. So still, it's not fantastic. But I'm risking about $1.78 to try to make 4. That's the end of the story. Either it's going to work or it's not going to work. What can you do? But right now, there's no reason not to think Halliburton isn't legit. Gas went to 0. I mean, oil went to -40. I know there's more to that story. And Halliburton said, so what's up? They were up 8% that day. I'm never trying to make sense of this market ever again. So if you want to learn, it takes a while. Hang with us. See what we're doing. Get your charts right. Appreciate these range breaks. Learn about the VWAP. Learn about your reversion trades, your gap fades that become reversions, your reversion trades that hold VWAP and then go back to the multi-day. There's 4 or 5 varieties of what we do. You get that skill set down. And then if you want to go take some of that money that you make on these trades and put that into an INSG or a Halliburton or a PCG and hope for the best, because that's all it is. It's hope. I hope PCG doesn't go out of business. I don't know what's going on over there. I ain't sitting on the board of directors. I don't know if there's another lawsuit that's going to make even more of a dent in this company. I hope not. I hope Halliburton gets into this gap and fills it to 1275. Do I know? No. That's why 10% is in the market right now. Right now, all I'm concerned about is that people are paying rents. Because when they stop paying rent, then I'm in trouble. And by the way, Pulte Home's up $1 now. I mean, this stock, it was the gift that kept giving. It was a short, it was a long, it was a short, it was a long. One stock, you got 3 entries on there where it was pretty good, and my charts are broken again, so I'm done. You're starting to see Thinkorswim starting to suck, right? And here's your Toll Brothers, right? Pulls back to the VWAP, refreshes the trade, gone. Breaking the VWAP earlier after getting back over the multi-day, gone, right? You know KBH, right? And here's another thing. No one's buying homes. The banks aren't lending money. Everything's frozen. But buy housing building stocks. You know why? Because they're breaking VWAP. It's the only reason. KBH for real? Pulte Homes? Are you kidding me? Toll Brothers, are you a madman? Yes. And Six Flags. Unbelievable. Depends on the options you're looking at. You're looking at Halliburton options. I'm selling premium on Halliburton. I'm all about 638 days from now. I'm selling $3 options. Well, I sold some threes for this year and next year and the year after. I'm betting the stock stays above 250, basically, right? So I'm selling $3 puts, so I didn't get any done today. January 22. I'm talking about 638 days from now, because I know exactly what's going to happen over the next 638 days. Yeah, of course I do. I'm betting Halliburton stays in business. That's it. I like CCL, yeah. But you can sell, if I can get, well, I'm not selling them for 50 cents because I sold the $3. I sold the other ones. You want to go, I can go to 267 days from now, right? I sold some more. That's me today. That's I'm the volume. I'm going to be the open interest. I'm selling January $3 puts on Halliburton for this January. It's 267 days out. So I'm not going to go sell a $3 put 638 days away for just another 20 or 30 cents. If I could sell a $3 put for next January for $1.25, then I'll do it, not for 50 or 75 cents. But I did buy the $5 calls for $3 when the stock was at 4 and change, and so far that's been a good play. Because again, if Halliburton goes out of business, all I'm out is that $3, and I've been selling premium against it. Which is another thing I teach you. It's just not about VWAP. I'll teach you everything there is to know about trading. Give me some time. That's why we sell yearly subscriptions and lifetime subscriptions. You want to hang out here for a month? Yeah, you're going to pick up some tidbits of information. But you give it 3 to 6 months minimum. I'm going to give you a world of information. It's not about picks. It's not about imminent crashes. It's about being together with people that know what they're doing. Everybody that's part of my family now, we're all pretty much on the same page. We're pretty hip to what works and what doesn't work now. And we're all looking for the same type of ideas. We're kind of like the Borg of trading right now. Does that mean everything I do is right? No way. And I still, just like everybody else, I go on tilt. And yesterday, I wasn't feeling right. I knew I shouldn't have been trading. And I lost on my first 2 trades of the day, and I just shut it down. No, I made on the first trade. I should have quit then. Next 2 trades were losses. I was like, you know what? I don't feel right. I'm out. This is real. All right? You need to be on point. You got to keep your emotions in check. You got to be disciplined. You got to be feeling right. Any little hindrance to this thing that we're doing here can ruin the day. And if you ruin the day, that then weighs on you the next day. And you're still thinking about, oh man, what a shitty day yesterday was. Oh my God. And then you're still not thinking clearly. There's times where you just need to walk away. Go to sleep for 13 hours. The market's going to be here when you get back up. And never be anxious to trade. There should never be a fear of missing out, because you know what? You have already missed out. Tesla just went from 180 to 990, back to 380, and then back to 790. You missed it. There's your fear. Your fear of missing out is over. You missed it. Tesla just moved enough in the last 6 months that normally would take a stock 50 years to do. So you've already missed. You've missed it. You missed the bottom of this market. You missed playing the crash. You missed it. Deal with it. Live in the moment. Find something to do now. And right now, the market's basically doing shit. That's why we're sitting here having a conversation about this. Give me something to do, I'll do it. Nothing to do right now. And that's the point that most traders don't get. Trading is not exciting. It's not. Most of it is waiting. And then you finally find something to do, and then you know what it is? It's more waiting. The only reason I'm talking right now is because we're just shooting the shit. I'm not even looking for ideas right now. I could see there's nothing moving on my screen. My tickers are not moving. When there's nothing going on, you shouldn't be doing anything. Except for Alcoa, apparently. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on that one. Little VWAP break, 771, getting you down to the 750. Not bad. By the way, Alcoa, which was a short this morning, look what it became. It became a multi-day 1 minute range break reversal. Holy cow. So again, that's another thing that we forget. If something makes you money, you don't need to go look for the next name, Mr. 33 trade guy in a row. I had a guy in here. He did 33 individual names. I've told the story 1,000 times. 33 individual names, meaning so here, I'll just watch CNBC. He bought Apple. It doesn't move. He sold it. Okay, Microsoft. He buys Microsoft. He sells it. Oh, Intel. Oh, I buy Intel. Oh, it doesn't move. Oh, he said, oh, Zoom. Okay, let me try Zoom. TVIX. Oh, my God, let me buy that. Oh, it doesn't move. 33 individual names in 45 minutes. That's a lunatic. I know what I'm doing. On the greatest day ever, I couldn't possibly find you 33 names in a row in 45 minutes that I believe that this is a good idea. I mean, there are days where you can do that, but usually you're sticking with 3 or 4 good ideas and you're milking them. It's just like a casino. The longer you stay in the casino, you're gonna lose money. But the funny thing is, the trades that we did today they were not only just shorts, then they became longs, and then they became shorts again. So just looking at 3 stocks today, Alcoa and KBH. Oh, I'm not going to throw Netflix in there, but you get the idea. And now there's nothing really happening, so you just got to chill out. But here's what's funny about the market, right? Just when you think, there's nothing going on, you get up and you go have a sandwich, you come back like, oh, what happened? Always. And then you fight with your wife about it. I thought you said every time, why you're sitting in the other room watching TV by the desk. I'm like, yeah, but there's nothing happening. And she said, well, how come nothing's always not happening when you tell me there is something happening when I want to leave the house early to go down the shore? I'm like, because then something happens. You see, it's a lose-lose situation. We all lose. But it's true. You could be sitting here, nothing's going on. You'll finally get up, and that stock you've been waiting for to do something for 3.5 hours will move. And then you come back and then you get in because you're all pissed off, and then it goes right back to where it came from, and then sits there for the next 3 hours. It happens. It's what happens. So less is more. I love selling premium. There's premium out there that still needs to be sold. You know, you want to keep selling me, premium on space. Space is not going to $35. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not going. Well, now those are gone, but next week's space options, $35 calls. What? Well, now they're worthless. But Tuesday, the $35 calls for next week on space, not even going into the report because they don't report till the 5th. These were trading at 13 cents. I don't know why, but I sold them. I'll take in that premium. Hang on. Might have an earnings reversal here. I don't believe it. Not a reversal. Void that. That one I was looking for as a short. But you know what? I've been wrong about this thing way too many times lately. I'm done trading I'm done with the Codex. Oh, that was the other trade. Codex went green and popped $1. Shit, I almost forgot. They won't ever keep the markets open 24 hours a day because that'll ruin the manipulation. We wouldn't have gaps to fade either. Exactly. So right now the trade, the ironic trade is the home builders. Look what we're seeing here, all right? KBH, new highs. KBH, we had a reversal to the downside and then a reversal to the upside, which we'll be talking about today at 4 o'clock. So let me just write these down. Every reversal has worked lately, and it's just insane. I got to make sure I know what I'm talking about. After I get done ripping into CNBC and how nobody knows anything about the market, you should go buy a book to learn how to trade. And once you go buy a book, I'll teach you how to trade. Has anybody ever read a book about trading? Has anybody actually read a book other than something about philosophy? Because there's one book to read, 2 books. Reminiscence of a Stock Operator and why most traders fail. Because it's not about chart patterns. It's more about philosophy and ways of you think, right? But have you ever just sat down and read a book about technical analysis? I have no idea. I read a book about options. I have no idea what they were. I can't even get through it. I have no clue. And there's thousands of them. No one's learning how to trade from reading a book. You want to learn philosophy, those are good because most of the stuff, what we're doing here, it's a mental game. But I tell you, man, I've tried to read books about technical analysis. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I have no idea what I'm reading. And one thing's for sure now, oh man, I don't care. Because right now, it's all about housing stocks. And I bet you if you read a book right now about what not to buy, it wouldn't be on. They wouldn't be recommending housing stocks right now. How about the Can Slim? How about the Can Slim guys? The 2 books about. Oh, here, I'll give you one. Come join the room. I'll give you one for free. But reminiscences, which I don't even, I would lend out my copy. I lent my copy out. I had two of them. I don't know where they are. I must have given them away. This book was written 100 years ago, 1923, 100 years ago, and everything in the book still applies to today. It's like $4. And then the best thing I've ever read, the most important book. It's not even a book, it's more of a brochure, as we call it. Let's see if I can find it for you. This is the book. The best $4.49 you'll ever spend. I would get the hard copy so you could cry into the book instead of reading it on virtually. Because everything in this book, you're going to be like, holy shit, that's me. Holy shit, that's me. Holy shit, that's me. And that's when you know it's a good book. This book is the #1 book about trading on earth. Failed traders. Everything in that book is exactly what every trader does. It's about the pitfalls, about getting too emotional. It's about trading on tilt. It's about, doing the 180 trade or the revenge trading. Everything in that book is legitimate. And it's only 80 pages. It'll take you 5 minutes to read the book. But let's talk about Can Slim right now. All the people that say Can Slim, right? Guys know about Can Slim? All these fundamental guys talking about Can Slim, right? What does Can Slim stand for again? I don't even remember what it stands for, but William O'Neill. Current quarterly earnings per share, annual earnings increases. They have new products, scarce supply, laggard, pick stocks, whatever. Can Slim. The Can Slim people are loading up on, they're loading up on companies that are going to be broke within 3 months from now. I don't want to hear about Can Slim. I don't want to hear about anything. I don't want to hear about fundamental investing. Because if you're trading on fundamentals, you don't buy a stock where 3 months from now might be out of business, like these airlines or cruise lines or hotels. But they're all going up in 20% increments. And that's why you're buying them, right? I'm not gonna try to decipher. I'm not gonna try to analyze why Carnival Cruise Lines is ripping right now. It is. That's why it's going up. And it was a good buy at 11.91. A little bit of technicals, yeah, I get it. Hey, listen, I was a huge believer in Investors Business Daily, the New America. I like that paper. They talked about technicals opposed to anybody else. You got a point. And on that note, now that you're trying to make sense, I'm done. So I'm never going to try to make sense of the market, and that's the way I'm going to stay that way. I'm going to just continuously trade exactly what makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Halliburton makes no sense whatever. Why is the stock not $2? Own it. Carnival Cruise Line, every time it pulls back, there's a buyer there. I guess it's a great buy, right? Some of the other stuff was a no-brainer. Costco, again, Still got to, everybody was killing each other to get into that store. And they reported bad numbers, and the stock bounced 30 points. Gotta love that. But we'll talk more about this stuff later. I just want to put together my presentation for 4 hours. I want to rest because I'm going to go off for an hour. So here, make sure you get that. Sign up. Sign up right now. Use 600 emails. Sign your mom up. Sign your cousins up. Sign everybody you know. Log in at 3:45. I'm going to go live at 4 o'clock. Disney's probably up like 8 points. Yeah, Disney was a reversal. Of course it was. Disney, phenomenal. That was one of the trades today. All right. Good luck. I got to put together my list of stocks I want to go over today. So what do we have? We had Alcoa, Disney. What should I talk about today later on? Disney, definitely Disney. That was a great call. Nice. Thank you for that one. Disney, Alcoa, KBH, Codex. I'll talk about the JP Morgan, Citibank, Wells Fargo trade from the other day. And then we'll talk about the demise of oil. We'll talk about Halliburton, how it doesn't care. And that should be an hour. All right. So stay disciplined. Stay sane. You haven't missed shit. If it seems like there's nothing going on, you're probably right. There's nothing going on. I know there's a trade that's going to work in the next 15 or 20 minutes. I understand that. I'm just saying. I'm waiting for high probability setups. I'll take those. If something happens while I'm having breakfast, I don't care. And when Halliburton's at $12.78 sometime in July and August, or if the Dow's at 1880 and the Qs are at 93, hopefully we're trading that accordingly too at the time. So let's just throw a figure out there, just for argument's sake. Let's say I have $1 million liquid to put into the market. You know how much Halliburton I have right now? $8,000 worth. No, wait. Well, not officially. I got the naked. So 3, 6. I'm exposed for $12,000. I got 5 calls. I got 5 calls. My dad. Let's call it $25,000. So what's that? If I got $1 million liquid, I got $25,000 in one name. What percentage is that? Do it. What's the math there? I can't do that in my head. 1.25%. $25,000. I got $1 million liquid. I got $25,000 in Halliburton. That's it. You give me Halliburton on a pullback, I'll buy some more. I ain't chasing this thing. But you know what? Tomorrow, it'll be a different story. Halliburton gaps down tomorrow. Remember last Friday? Or was it 2 Fridays ago again? I mean, the days are all blurred together. We had high hopes, and here it is again. It's the same price. To the guy that bought Halliburton that day at $8.85, right? You're back. Stop sending me emails about how shitty my Halliburton call was. You're back. I didn't tell you to sell it when it went down. That's not how you make money investing, especially when your time horizon is 638 days. So you're back here at $8.85. So this is the same exact setup from last week. The reason it didn't work last week is that they gapped the Halliburton up 90 cents the next day, taking that trade that we wanted to do away from us. So then Halliburton became a short, which in turn infuriated a bunch of people because you were saying, hey, I thought Halliburton was a great stock. Why are you shorting it? Yes, because it had already went from 5 to 980. So shorting it at 980 for a pullback, and then it went back to 8. That was the move. So now it's right back at 885 Thursday. Look, I'm pretty sure it was this is exactly the same trade. So now I still love Halliburton, and I still think it's going to go higher. So last Friday, let's see. I think it was last Friday. Oop, wrong thing. Halliburton. And I'm going to say it again. So here we go. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday. Wow, it has been 2 weeks ago. Man, time is flying. Considering we've been locked in our houses, time seems to be flying. So it was 2 weeks ago where we came in, we were talking about on the 8th we were talking about on the 8th. If it breaks 885, this thing's going to go to 950, and we're going to load up on the $9 calls, and we're all going to get rich. But then the next day, it opened up at 962, pretty much voiding the trade. So if the trade you were planning to do happened, guess what? You don't do it. Now it's a sell. And it became a nice short for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And now here we are exactly back to where we are. So now if Halliburton stays right here between 865 and 885, and it opens up down tomorrow, and those $9 calls are sitting there, let's see what they're worth right now. You guys paying attention? I'm giving you a freebie right now. Now, maybe the trade that we were planning to do 2 weeks ago might be coming into play tomorrow. So the Halliburtons right now are 12 by 14. Am I buying them now? No. Because what I want to see happen is Halliburton doesn't do shit for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow, those $9 options are going to open up at 2 by 4. And then if Halliburton starts to gain some strength, we can get them in a nickel. And then if Halliburton gets up to, let's say, 950, we're talking about 10 times their money, just like we were 2 weeks ago. So let's hope Halliburton doesn't go up anymore today. So if anybody's ever wondering, why are you rooting against your stock that you own? Because I want to trade it tomorrow. All right? And guess what? If Halliburton gaps up over 9 and starts to roll over through the VWAP and breaks down, I'll be shorting Halliburton tomorrow. Trading. It's all about what the hell is happening in the moment. I'll see you at 4 o'clock. You guys want to come and hear some guy talk about VWAP like you've never heard talk about? Solid Jello's coming on the microphone in my chat room right now. This guy's been a self-taught. He knows what he's talking about. And it took him years to get to this point. This stuff does not happen overnight. But we're here every day every day you get one more nugget of wisdom, and inevitably you become a good trader. And then, of course, you got to stop buying Funko and U.S. Steel and Enron and WorldCom and Leapfrog and U.S. Steel and PCG and AAOI and Teva Pharmaceuticals and VGR and DDD. Remember that one? How about DDD? Yeah, put $5,000 to that one. DDD, come on, the Navy, blah, 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 the Navy, and the blah, blah, and the DDD. How'd that work out for me? Basically, any stock that I've owned sucked. Just to go back to that whole story. But these trades intraday are working. But I love Halliburton. What's up, Dom? I love me some Halliburton. My risk is defined. I know I'm not going to hold this thing if it breaks back under 605. I'm looking at 4 to 8 points of upside for a 2-point risk. I'm willing to take it, but I'm only willing to take it with 1.25% of my net worth. Am I all in? Nope. But you know what I'll be doing tomorrow? If Halliburton sets up that trade where a little gap down and starts to go green, I'll be loading up on those $9 calls tomorrow. Or vice versa. It's all about living in the moment. Because, again, going back to how crazy this market is right now, I'm trying to stay sane. This market makes no sense to me whatsoever. I'm a bear. So, it makes even less sense now than ever before. We should have one up day a week, maybe. This market is almost close to all-time highs. And it's unacceptable to me. But I know I have to suppress that feeling and just do what the market's telling me to do. Right now, it's telling me that we're never going down. Ever. That it doesn't matter. Oil doesn't matter. Unemployment doesn't matter. Earnings doesn't matter. Nothing matters more than ever before. And my feeble mind is trying so hard. Just give me some rational thought into this market. That's why the Netflix short made so much sense. Stock ran 150 points into the report. Yeah, they had a great quarter, but it was in that price. So Netflix sold off. And the only reason, again, you could have a good idea, and I'm going to leave here, you can have a good idea, and I was thinking Netflix short the whole time, but I'm not going to short it until the technicals also confirm my dumb idea. And all the money I made shorting it in the aftermarket, I lost it all back the next day. Wait, hang on. Somebody wants some more silver porn? Here. Hang on a second. I'll bang myself. I have a 10-ounce brick downstairs. I could bang myself in the head with it. Oh, yeah. Oh. If I could get some strippers over to my house, we would be having so much fun right now. Because I think that's what I want to do. I want to get a stripper wearing a mask, just stripping behind me as I do these videos, and just pay her no attention whatsoever. And then the video is over. I think it would be hilarious. A stripper holding some sort of automatic weapon, wearing my Jets mask. I think it would be just fantastic. And now that's content. Oh yeah. I'll just dip her in silver. Now I got silver down my pants. I got silver. I've got silver up the ass now. All right. Solid Jello's coming to the main mic. So you guys on YouTube, it's free. Come and hang out. You want to see some guy? Now, he looks at VWAP in the middle of the day. He's got these hourly VWAPs. He's anti-VWAPs. Some guys don't like trading them at the beginning of the day because it's a little bit more aggressive. In the middle of the day, you're getting tighter ranges. So if you know how to play the tighter range, that's what he does pretty damn well. Stripper videos with guns and silver. You can't get any better. And if my wife complains about it, I don't care anymore. As she said to me, she's like, "You're not having strippers come to the house to dance behind you in your dumb video." And I said, "Oh yeah, I am." And she said, "Well, no one's coming over anyway because of the virus." And I'm like, "You got a point there, but I'm definitely doing that video one day." So I don't know if the strippers are coming out. I guess. I had the HVAC guys showed up. I put my new system in, which is gonna still doing it, right? By the way, I think I broke my wife last night. Not that way, you dirty birds. My wife does not like smoking pot. She's actually anti-pot, right? But she's getting to the point where how much Pinot Grigio can you possibly drink? She doesn't like the Cabernet Sauvignon anymore, which I hate all wine. Nasty. So I'm like, "Hey, why don't you take a hit of this?" Last night, she actually said, "Maybe I will." So you want to see some funny stuff? I mean, my wife has only been high. I think I've been with this woman now for 25 years. She's been high maybe 10 times. Every time. She's not that funny of a person. But when she gets high, she rips on me personally. It's like she becomes a different person, and she starts like ripping into me like just tearing me apart, just making fun of me and doing some stuff. That'll be good content too. She starts like imitating me and the dumb faces that I make. It's genius. All right. Look, I was just about to get up and the market starts to crash. Look, you see my ass? I just lifted one butt cheek and hit, the market starts to sell off. Look at that shit. How does that work? See, I wish I could time that a little bit better. Wait a second. I'm telling you, my wife is not romantic. Yeah. No. Oh, flowers. What kind of vase am I going to put that in? I told you about my wife, right? Tell you about my wife. I'll tell you about my wife. You know what foreplay between my wife and I is? All right, let's get this over with. Sexy. What the fuck? Come on, I'm just getting up to finally have breakfast. What the Come on, man. I gotta put something on now? Holy shit, look at the UVXY. Holy shit, look at the SQQ. Cancel all. I didn't get to cancel them. They just filled me. Son of a bitch. Oh, I just got short another 35 contracts on the. Oh, they just got me. I mean, I'll be all right, I'm sure, but I just shorted a bunch more SQQ contracts. I'll be all right. It was only 15 more contracts. I don't know. I was just about to get up and World War III just broke out. Oh, the virus is real again. Oh, shit. Come on. Come on. I mean, really, this is a real move. Holy shit balls. All right, we're done going now. See ya. Just ignore it. It's nothing. See? Never trade when you're about to leave. Here's a loss for you. That was a quick loss. Nice. Never trade when you're about to leave. Ever. There's no news. See ya.